Hello guys, I am back once again, and once again I'm talking about DSP, and I know there's going to be a mixture of emotions and opinions out there. A lot of you will be going, yes, I've been waiting for another one of these DSP videos, and a lot of you will be going, oh, will you just let it go? For those of you who just want me to let it go, go away. Go away. Seriously. Look, I've said it before, I'll say it again, if he keeps doing fucking stupid shit, I will make videos on him. This channel, I make videos that I want to do, on subjects I want to talk about. This is a subject I want to talk about, and also I make videos on subjects that the majority of my viewers / subscriber base want me to make, and a lot of them, well, nearly all of them want me to keep making these videos on DSP. The amount of, I made a video on DSP in, I want to say about a month, and obviously I took a bit of time off uploading over Christmas, and if my inbox is mainly requests for DSP and Pandali videos. So it's what my viewer base want, and it's also what I want to do. Not only going to do videos on DSP, I haven't just been doing videos on DSP, but you know, it's what people want, it's what I want to do, so these videos will continue to come. And in the gap between my last DSP video, a lot has happened. People have wanted me to talk about the whole content ID bullshit, Pandali's attitude recently towards being given a PS4 and sort of not wanting it for... I'll get into that at another day, I am going to talk about that. But the thing that most people wanted me to respond to was DSP's Christmas Special. And I know it's past Christmas, but I saw the video and... oh my god. It was terrible. There's so much wrong with it that I wanted to point out with it, and that's what I'm going to do here in this video today. I'm going to look at this video, I'm going to analyse it. So, basically how this is going to work is I'm going to put, for those of you who haven't seen the video, I'll leave a link below. You should go watch it, probably before watching this one, just to sort of like, know what I'm going on about. There's a part of it's a song, and the rest of it's kind of like a rhyme. It's like a little story, Phil's talking, basically the story's about a hater / troll that tries to shut down DSP, which, yeah, I'm sure once you watch it you'll have a few ideas who he might be referring to, not naming any names, of course. So, well, it's not just one person I don't think he's talking to, I think he's like aiming it at everyone, but I think, I will name a name, I think Evil AJ is probably the main sort of person he's thinking of, that he has in his mind when he's made this video, but I don't know, I think it'd be anyone who makes videos about him, especially the This Is How You Don't Play series comes under sort of like, well, gets attention drawn to it in the video. But anyway, I've babbled on long enough. Basically how it's going to work is I'm going to put the words and the lyrics later on up on the screen, I'm going to read them to you, and then I'm going to analyse it. And I'm not going to be doing this by myself, I have a little help from DSL, has agreed to help today. And also, iMustDestroyAll has come along to help me analyse this video. So, without further delay, here it is, a lot of you have asked for it. My thoughts on DSP's Christmas Special. Let's jump right in.
Our story begins with an odd setting placement. A troll who lived in his grandparents' basement. Our antagonist was a dastardly creature who worshipped Kojima and loved Justin Bieber.
Okay, so this first section, what makes me laugh about this is that you take anyone who makes hate videos, if you want to call them that, on DSP, whether it be the montages, the ranting that I do, most, I'm not going to say all, because that's wrong, because that's a broad statement, but most of these videos don't, everything they say about DSP and what he does negatively is all based on facts. It's factual information. But Phil, when he's attacking the trolls, he's got nothing on them that's fact. It's always stuff like this, and this little section perfectly. So, anyone who hates Phil, this troll in particular, Phil is using the stereotype that this troll lives in his, in this case, grandparents' basement. I don't know why, it's usually his parents' basement is usually the stereotype, but he says grandparents' basement. I don't know what's happened, why he's living in his grandparents' basement. But yeah, so this troll is living in his parents' basement. Wow, way to stereotype people, Phil. So anyone who likes you is awesome, presumably. And anyone who hates you, puts any sort of these sort of videos on you, lives in their grandparents' basement. Wow. And then you go on as well with the next little section to say, dastardly creature who worship Justin Bieber. So anyone who dislikes you also is a fan of Justin Bieber. Where are you getting this logic from, Phil? I don't like your videos. I'm not a fan of Justin Bieber. Way to stereotype. But that's the way it is, isn't it? Anyone who dislikes you is a loser is the kind of person who lives in their parents' basement or grandparents' basement listening to Justin Bieber while chugging on their fucking Fanta and eating their fucking Doritos. It's about the size of it, isn't it, Phil? So, basically what I'm saying is, all these arguments that people put forward towards Phil and ask him questions as to why he does this, why he does that, whatever, his response to these people is not, well, hang on, here's a good point against that, here's a good point against that. It's, yeah, well, they live in their grandparents' basement and like Justin Bieber, presumably. And I also want to say, let's just assume that's true for a fact. Let's say we've got someone who hates on you and makes these videos. Let's say for 1 minute they do live in their grandparents' basement. And they do like Justin Bieber. God knows why. But why would that affect what they're saying about you? If they've got valid points, they've got valid points. It does not matter what their music taste is or where they live. Okay? Let's look at the next part.
A good word is something he would say to none, and trolling the net was how he had fun. He tried to get famous, but it was no use. His playthroughs on YouTube had only 2 views. But an outlet for his anger he did not require, for a gamer called Phil received all his ire.
Okay, so you say, it starts off with a good word is he says to none. That is a broad statement. You mean, so in this troll's life, he doesn't have anything good to say about anyone. He hates everything. This goes back to the term hater. I hate the term hater, which is kind of ironic in a way. But just because they don't like you doesn't mean they hate everything. A troll, might like other Let's Players, and they obviously don't like your content for a reason, Phil. It's not because they're just like, I'm going to hate Phil. And here you've who he's trying to get famous, he's only got 2 views, so a gamer called Phil receives his hate or whatever. I don't think people are attacking you. Well, it's mind-boggling that you think that the reason people are attacking you is because they've tried to do their playthroughs, they don't get enough views, and instead of trying to improve their content or whatever, they're just going, oh, fuck's sake, I know what I'll do. I'll attack DSP. Why attack you? There are a lot bigger fish out there. If you were gonna, your small potatoes, as you say, if they're just frustrated that they're not getting anywhere with their playthroughs, why are they attacking you? What, all the people there, why you? Have you not stopped to think, hang on, maybe it's something I'm doing. You don't even have to stop to think that, Phil. If you listen to the people's videos, you'll know why they're attacking you, and it's not because they're jealous.
I just don't get it.
The hater exclaimed.
How is it that DSP got so much fame? His jokes aren't funny, his gameplay is bad, and the majority of his playthroughs are sad. He doesn't respect the game developers or the voice actors, and Hideo Kojima isn't his master. How dare he make playthroughs that aren't perfect runs? It's almost as if he plays games to have fun?
Okay, again, he's stereotyping here with the whole Kojima thing. Kojima is implying that everyone who hates him, their master is Kojima. Kojima's awesome. Obviously, he is. Metal Gear Solid are an awesome game series, and he's achieved more. He achieves more in a week than DSP ever achieves in his entire lifetime. Let's be honest. And I'm not stereotyping here. Look back at both their bodies of work. Look at all that Kojima has done. All the games he's released. He's got his own company. He's a successful person. Look at DSP. He just talks over computer games. I'm not slagging off people that do that, but I'm just saying in terms of accomplishment, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? Obviously, Kojima has achieved more in his life than DSP, so the fact that DSP's not showing him any respect is bullshit. Yeah, he doesn't respect, what does he say, the voice actors and the game developers. No, he doesn't respect them. Yet he wants respect for himself. How does this work? Like I said earlier, okay, Kojima puts his name and his in the company, in the credits. What he's done is something to be proud of. You do the same thing. You put your name in the beginning of this very video, like for created by DSP, blah 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 blah. Not to mention the fact that you've got a big DSPGaming watermark on all your videos. So you want to talk about Kojima's ego? Check your ego out. And then the funniest thing is, of course, the end little section. How dare he make playthroughs that aren't perfect runs? It's almost as if he plays games to have fun. Nobody has said that you have to make playthroughs that are perfect runs. No one. They just want you to be relatively average at the game. You're a below average gamer. Your gaming ability is so bad. For someone who does it for a living, it's shocking. Nobody watches your playthroughs expecting perfect runs, but they don't expect you to, like, waste hours trying to do a fucking crouch jump or something stupid like that. It's frustrating, basically. And the bit where it's almost as if he plays games to have fun. No. Oh my god. These people it's the exact opposite. People that are making these videos, they play games to have fun. And one of the things that winds them up is that you're only in it for the money. There's so much evidence. You yourself have said, you know, thanks a lot, you fucking humans, for the extra views, blah blah blah. I could quote on and on. Evidence is out there. Look for it yourselves, people. He only cares about the money. And the fact that he's turning around saying, oh, you play games for fun, people aren't criticising... he's criticising people for something that he does. But he's saying he plays games for fun. No, he's only in it for the money. The people that are criticising are the ones that play them for fun, and they're annoyed when he slags off their, like, Kingdom Hearts, for example. Oh, I can't do it. The game's buggy. Simple. That's not playing it for fun. I wouldn't be playing this game if I wasn't getting money. I swear he said that before. Someone can write it in the comments. I can't remember what game it was for, but I swear he has said that before. Even if he hasn't, that is his mentality, and he might not have said those exact words in that exact order, but there's plenty of evidence out there for him only playing for money.
Then the sad loser had an epiphany.
I've got it! For Christmas, I'll end DSP. Instead of ignoring someone I don't like, I'll make shitting on him the goal of my life.
Instead of ignoring someone I don't like, I'll make shitting on DSP the goal of my life. You know, that's pretty good logic, Phil, but my question to you is, why don't you just ignore the haters? You always seem to address them. Why is that? Oh, because every time you address it, it gives you loads of views and, of course, gives you loads more money. I see. But the haters are to ignore you, but you don't have to ignore the haters. So again, you're being hypocritical. But think about it, Phil. You get lots of views and more money for your videos on addressing the haters. So if the haters do stop ignoring you, you won't be getting your money. So in a way, people are doing you a favour. But if you really want the hate to stop, why don't you listen to us haters and take some of the criticisms on board?
So, without a lick of good sense in his head, the shithead decided to troll Phil instead. He thumbed down the videos. In comments he swore. He tried to make Phil's YouTube gig a big chore.
Shame on everyone for making Phil's Google YouTube gig a big chore. Oh my god, it's such hard work playing computer games for a living. And it's hard enough as it is, people, and then you guys are out there making his job 10 times more difficult. Do you know how annoying it is? Now, I know playing computer games is hard work because when I'm at work during the day, at my real job, sorry, not real job, just job, when I'm at my job doing work for 8 hours a day, when I come home, sometimes to relax I play computer games. And I tell you, it's a real chore. I don't know. I'm thinking to myself, God, I'm lucky. I only have to come home and relax to these computer games. Imagine if I had to do this for a living. Sometimes I go to work to get away from the computer games. I'll do a bit of overtime. Oh, can I come in? Or I don't want to be at home because I'll end up playing computer games, and we all know that's a massive chore.
He impersonated big game companies and contacted YouTube about Phil's series. He made DSP's content ID spike and bombarded him with false copyright strikes. Then the big blow in this hateful barrage, a 57-hour-long "This is how you don't play" montage.
I'm not sure exactly what Phil was going on about with this section here, with the troll bombarded him with fake copyright strikes and then showing on screen all the content dispute claims that weeks before he himself had come out and said that, you know, it's basically YouTube Armageddon kind of thing. There, all these false copyright claims going on his videos. He himself has said that that was an error of YouTube. Now, in this video, he's saying that some troll has... I know he's not saying it as a fact, but what the fuck? He's implying that all his content claims have come from a troll? What the fuck? You're contradicting a video that you uploaded a few videos before this one. Do you not... I mean, I know you're, like, fanboys, well, the ones that I've spoken to, they have a very short attention span, but I'm sure even they can remember a couple of videos back to why you got all these content ID claims. Come on, Phil.
You're a loser, Mr. Troll. You really are a dick. You spend all your time hating. You really make me sick, Mr. Troll. I'd suggest doing something creative, but you've got no talent. Ooh, yeah.
So this first part of the song, you spend all your time hating. Like, I'll take me for example here. I probably upload one video a week on different topics, and my last one on DSP was about a month ago. There's always a massive space in between uploading. So let's say that these videos are hate videos that I make of Phil. So I upload, let's say on average, a 20-minute video hating on Phil once a month. Let's say that happens. And he's saying I spend all my time hating, all these haters spend all the time hating. What about all the time in between, Phil? Do you really think we make these videos, upload them, and then in between that time we just, sit at home throwing darts at a picture of you or something? Or just going around hating life in general? What we do on YouTube, or what I do on YouTube specifically, is a very small percentage of my life, Phil. In fact, I get messages all the time saying, can you upload more often? And I can't, because I have too much going on. I've got, activities that I get on with. I've got a full-time job. I don't have time to... And even if I did have the time, if I had some sort of back injury where I could stay at home all day, I wouldn't dedicate all that time to hating you, Phil. But in your mind, you're so important that people are just sat around and you're like a massive problem in their life. I want to know, you piss me off. Your attitude pisses me off because you're in a very privileged position. And instead of being grateful, you act as though it's your God-given right to stay at home and get money for playing video games. And, like I've said before, these fans have put you there, and they can take you back down again. So people like me call you out on your bullshit. But, believe it or not, when the camera's off and we're not on YouTube, I can guarantee we're not just obsessing about you, Phil. What you see is just a very tiny percentage of our lives. And then, in the same thing, I've lost it, hang on. Oh yeah, I'd suggest doing something creative, but you have no talent. Right. Playing computer games, I'm sorry, is not a talent. Talking over playing computer games at the same time is not a talent. I can play computer games and talk. I have a Let's Play channel. Anyone can do it. Now, I'm saying there are good Let's Players and there are bad Let's Players. I'm not saying that anyone can make entertaining Let's Plays. It's not a talent. You are just talking and playing a computer game. There's no talent there. I'm sorry. If you want to class any sort of computer game thing as a talent, I would say, if you were the best... You were number one at, say, Call of Duty, or number one at, say, Street Fighter or whatever. I know you're a former pro fighting tournament player or whatever, but it is, for the most part, Let's Plays are not a talent. I'm sorry for anyone who thinks they are. It's not talented. And you have a massive subscriber base because You were one of the first ones to do it. You were there on the ground floor. If you were so talented, Phil, think about it. Why haven't you got more subscribers than, say, PewDiePie? Because he's been doing it for a lot less than you, and yet he has way more subscribers. The only reason you've got as many subscribers as you have now is because, like I say, you were there from the beginning. People look for a playthrough in the early days of YouTube. DSP's there because he's one of the few people doing it. They subscribe to that guy. Not a lot of choice. But if you were really good, you would have had a lot more subscribers now. Like I said, the fact that someone like PewDiePie is able to come in and take off just goes to show you that if you want to class it as talent, you're not very talented. If you didn't exist, and say you now, at the beginning of 2014, started doing playthroughs to compete with everyone that's around today, you wouldn't even have a fraction of the subscriber base that you have, Phil. And that is factual information.
You're an asshole, Mr. Troll. You have no fucking life. You've never even kissed a girl. Just give up on a wife, Mr. Troll. Some of the ugliest dudes have hot wives, but you're too busy trolling. Oh yeah, what a loser.
Once again here, DSP is using stereotypes. He's saying that people that hate on him have never had a girlfriend, never kissed a girl, and because the reason is because they're too busy trolling. And he even says some of the ugliest dudes have hot wives. So what you're saying is because everyone spends all their time trolling on you, because that's what they do, you know, there's no in-between time. It's just like everyone's lives are just recording videos hating you, and that's it. That they don't have time to go out and meet a girl. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I don't know this for a fact, but I'm going to say that Panda Lee is your first ever girlfriend. I'm just going to go out, I've said it before, and it's getting a bit personal, but this is just my opinion. I reckon Panda Lee's your first ever girlfriend. And I don't know this for a fact, but I'm going to guess, and if anyone knows this, I will laugh my ass off if this is true. I will proper LeMayo. I would say, I mean, because you're saying people don't have time because they're at home just trolling on you. How have you got time to meet Panda Lee? Because you're just at home playing games and sat on your fucking arse. I don't think you go out to bars or whatever to go meet girls. I would hazard a guess that you probably met her on the internet. That would be my guess. Is that you, and there's nothing wrong with meeting people on the internet, but what I'm getting at is that, let's say that people are at home just spending all their time trolling, they can just go and meet girls on the internet just like you, Phil. So, you know, you're trying to make out like you're some sort of babe magnet or whatever. And, oh yeah, you guys haven't kissed a girl, unlike Phil, who's always getting busy. You know, we know that's not true, Phil. Everyone's spending their time trolling. Which isn't true anyway, but if it was, they've still got time to go out and meet girls. Just like you're just sat at home playing computer games, and you still managed to meet a girl. Kind of. Is she a girl? I don't know. Her birth certificate might say she is. I don't know. Could we see the birth certificate?
You're a douchebag, Mr. Troll. A coward through and through. If you said this shit to my face, can you guess what I would do, Mr. Troll? If I had a chance of being filthy rich or going back in time to prevent your birth, fill up the DeLorean.
So that line, if you said this shit to my face, can you guess what I would do? In the video he holds up like a picture and he punches it, so he's obviously implying that he would physically attack someone who said this shit to his face. Very childish indeed. And then he goes on to say if he could go back in time to prevent your birth, he would. So he's talking about attacking someone who has a negative opinion on him and going back in time and preventing their birth. Very adult, Phil. Very adult. And you were afraid of evil AJ coming around to your house and attacking you, and here you are making threats on your Christmas video. Very festive.
You're a shithead, Mr. Troll. Why can't you just move on? When you're 45 years old, you'll still be living with your mum, Mr. Troll. Speaking of your mum, tell her I'll be unavailable next week as I'm taking time off. Oh yeah, she still owes me for last night. Oh yeah.
Again, more stereotypes from Phil. So, he claims to know that everyone that hates on him, when they're 45 years old, they're still going to be living with their mum. How he knows this, I have no idea. Then he also goes on to imply that he slept with people's mothers, and they still owe him for last night. Oh dear, Phil. Oh dear. How very mature of you. So, basically, you're saying, I fucked your mum. Really? Is that the level of arguments you want now? The majority of the people who make these hate videos and montages, they all have intelligent sort of criticisms on you. Like I said, the majority, not all of them. And you come back at them with... Well, this whole video is a joke, but you even throw a I fucked your mum joke in there. Oh my god. It's embarrassing, Phil. Not only are your fanboys, like, incapable of putting together intelligent videos defending you, you're incapable of doing it. DSP positive. What a fucking joke.
Ho 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 ho. Merry Christmas. Huh? To Santa. Okay. Ho 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 ho. That's more like it. Thanks, DSP. Drink responsibly. Ho 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 ho.
What's this? Okay. Wow, it looks like fan mail. Wow. Let's read this right now. Okay, let's see what we got here. Dear DSL, I was born without hands and therefore am unable to hold a controller. Therefore, I have missed out on playing lots of video games, okay? And this has really got me down. So, when I stumbled across your channel and saw that you played video games and talked over them at the same time, which makes you very talented and you should clearly make a living off these videos, that really made me smile, and I thought, you know what? Having you is better than having hands. Yeah. Get some of this, okay? Okay. Oh, you sneaky motherfucker. Okay. Okay. Okay, and you... Oh, I see what you did there. Okay. You know what? You know what? It's Christmas. What the hell? Okay. There's nothing I could do. Okay. Okay.
And so then the troll, that huge fucking jerk, went back onto YouTube to revel in his work.
What the hell?
He exclaimed.
This just can't be so! Phil's still playing games! There's no videos! He plays without thumbs up! He plays without fame! He plays despite montages mocking his game!
And then the troll called out, incredibly confused.
He plays without hundreds of thousands of views!
Okay, now this next part, again, is one that made me laugh so much. He plays without thumbs up, he plays without fame, he plays despite montages mocking his game, and then it goes on, he plays without hundreds of thousands of views. One thing that it doesn't say is, what he could have put in there is, he plays without getting money. Because if he put that in there, he knows that it's a fucking joke. He did say in the video that he plays games for fun, But we all know he plays games for money. He didn't put it there, did he? We know that if the money dried up, DSP would stop doing what he's doing. He'd bitch about it forever. He'd probably try and make money off his DSP Tries It, and you'd get an increased food trying videos. But yeah, so he might play without thumbs up. He might play without hundreds and thousands of views. But he complains when he doesn't get enough views, that's for sure. We know that. And, you know, he plays for money. He didn't deny it. So, factual information, people. I mean, he'll do anything for those numbers. If they got even lower, I think pretty soon we'd see a DSP Minecraft video. You heard it here first. Okay, so that pretty much sums up my analysis on the entire video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. You were all asking for it, and I thought this was an interesting way to go about it and do it. And let me know your thoughts on it. What did you make of it? You know, I'd love to sort of hear everyone else's view on it. I thought it was a load of crap, and for someone who's trying to turn this wave of negativity around, I think that once again he's gone completely in the wrong direction. But hey, that's Phil for you. So anyway guys, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to MDA for being a part of this video. I really appreciate that. If you're not already, go subscribe to his channel. I'll put a link to it below. And yeah, thank you very much as always, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers guys.